Doesn't it kind of look like a cross between a deer and a tiger? Yeah. Huawei's integration now runs much deeper, with the 896 LiDAR and ADS 5.0, giving it more powerful hardware and smarter driving capabilities. Interestingly, the Freelander 8 is also known as Shenba. A lot of people say that the moment they get behind the wheel, they instantly feel at home. Funny enough, this outfit is my comfort zone too. I usually prefer something that looks a bit cooler. But honestly, wearing this shirt in 35-degree weather is brutal. So if you think I deserve it, how about giving this video a like? So what about the Freelander 8? It's a full-size 6-seat SUV measuring over 5.1 meters long. It's nearly 1.9 meters tall. And with the roof rack installed, you really notice just how massive it is. There's a really interesting design detail here. I wonder if anyone has noticed it. Overall, the SUV has a clean, boxy, minimalist design. But if you take a closer look at the front end, you'll find plenty of interesting design touches. First, there's this lighting unit. I like to think of it as two small displays where the auxiliary lights would normally be. They're positioned just like the auxiliary lights on many other SUVs, but these displays can show different icons, including a thumbs up. Still not obvious enough? Want me to show you again? It's a fun little feature, and for an extended range EV like this, it actually makes a lot of sense. There's one more thing down here. Oh no, my shoes. Guys, my boots are soaked with sweat inside. Every time I squat down, they feel like they're glued to my feet. Speaking of that, does this look familiar to you? Recognize it? It looks a lot like another SUV we reviewed before, especially with that forward-projecting lower bumper. The lower section is separated though, so it isn't a true skid plate. It's mainly a styling element that gives the SUV a tougher, more rugged look. Viewed head-on, you'll notice plenty of design cues inspired by hardcore off-road SUVs. As for this large black panel, I'm still not entirely sure what its purpose is. It flows seamlessly into the front trim, creating one continuous glossy black design element. So even with plenty of design details, the overall look stays clean and uncluttered. The restrained colors and materials give it a simple, modern appearance. The hood sits quite high, with pronounced sculpted lines that make the front look bold and commanding. My favorite angle is definitely the side profile. It really captures the look of a traditional gasoline-powered off-road SUV. The suspension is currently raised to its highest setting, giving it an impressive 270 millimeters of ground clearance. These wheels are another standout feature. It rides on massive 285/45 R22 tires, which really enhance its presence. Normally, you'd only see 22-inch wheels on luxury SUVs. Now let's see what this vehicle is like in the real world. The 22-inch wheels give this more modern-looking SUV a surprisingly well-balanced appearance. There are two highlights along the side. First are the flush touch-sensitive door handles. Tap them and they pop out, but you can still pull them mechanically whenever needed. The second is the rear quarter window. Anyone familiar with Shenba models will recognize it as one of the brand's signature design elements. From the side, the proportions look very well balanced. The rear is probably the most controversial part. Many people love the overall design but aren't completely sold on the back end. That's because it's very upright, almost like a flat wall, with relatively little sculpting. The taillights follow the same minimalist theme, and the Freelander logo is embossed rather than painted. What do you think of the rear design? Personally, I really like where they place the tailgate release. It's tucked underneath so you can simply reach in and open it with ease. Since this is a 6-seat SUV with 3 rows, cargo space is fairly limited when all 3 rows are in use. Press a button and the third row folds down automatically. Even the headrests lower themselves to make folding easier. In the back, you'll also find a 220V power outlet and a small storage compartment. With the third row folded flat, you get a spacious cargo area with a nearly level floor. However, if all 6 seats are occupied, there's very little luggage space left. Personally, I think it's best suited for 4 people. That way, you still have plenty of room for luggage in the back. That wraps up the exterior. So, what do you think of its design? Step inside, and the first thing you'll notice is the soft beige interior paired with a light mocha color scheme. Everything is color coordinated, from the wood grain trim to the subtle champagne-colored accents. The result is an interior that feels incredibly cohesive, with a refined and elegant color palette. Personally, I love light-colored interiors. I don't know about you, but dark cabins just don't excite me the way they used to. Add a deep navy blue accent, and for me that's just about the perfect combination. A light-colored interior simply feels more open and inviting. The cabin also has a very modern layout, with the floating center display taking center stage. This sweeping curve also houses the Harman Kardon speaker system. The trim then flows across the dashboard, wrapping around the cabin to create a warm cocoon-like feel. The center console features a two-tier design in a light finish. My only concern is whether this surface might create glare in bright sunlight. It's overcast today, so I haven't had a chance to find out. Another highlight is the driving position. Even without raising the seat all the way up, you get an excellent commanding view just like in a true off-road SUV. The horizontal grab handle up front also gives off classic off-road SUV vibes. The biggest highlight is the adaptive seat. As soon as you sit down, it recognizes your body shape and adjusts itself automatically. The seat, mirrors, and other driving settings are all optimized automatically, giving you an ideal driving position with almost no manual adjustment. Because of that, features like physical memory buttons for mirror positions are becoming almost unnecessary. The seats also feature active side bolsters that tighten automatically in corners for better support. Overall, the seats are spacious and provide excellent support. The steering wheel, however, will probably divide opinions since it isn't a traditional round design. We'll have to wait and see if a round wheel becomes an option when the vehicle officially launches. The steering wheel's light gold accents match the rest of the interior perfectly, creating a consistent and unified design throughout the cabin. Whether you're looking from the outside or sitting inside, the design language feels remarkably consistent and well executed. Down here you'll find two crystal rotary knobs, with a generously sized storage compartment behind them. There are also 4 armrests, making the cabin feel exceptionally comfortable for passengers. You have space for drinks, and the front passenger seat folds completely flat to create a seamless lounge area with the second row. So what do you think of this interior? Does it feel premium and stand out from the crowd? It's so hot today that I had to take my boots off. Right now I'm sitting in the second row, but this isn't the VIP seat because it doesn't have the zero gravity function. This armrest is adjusted manually, while the seat on the other side is the full-featured zero gravity seat. It opens a little slowly, but once it's fully deployed, you get an extra arm support that's really comfortable. The seat controls are conveniently placed on both the side of the seat and the armrest. The zero-gravity seat includes a calf support and a full leg rest, making it much more spacious and comfortable. The seat cushion, backrest, and leg rest all offer heating, ventilation, and massage. Rear passengers also get 2 fold-out tray tables. Below that is a built-in refrigerator that cools to -6 degrees Celsius or warms up to 50 degrees Celsius. It's fully powered and offers plenty of storage space. Up above, there's an entertainment display along with soft reading lights that are easy on the eyes. Even the interior door handles use the same horizontal design, keeping everything visually consistent. As for space, this is typical of a 6-seat full-size SUV. Even with a 3,040mm wheelbase, the cabin still has to accommodate 3 rows. With the same wheelbase in a 5-seat version, you'd naturally get much more legroom. It really comes down to your needs. Personally, I still prefer the 6-seat layout because our production team sometimes travels with all 6 people. So the 6-seat configuration is genuinely useful. When I'm traveling alone, I simply fold down the 3rd row for a much larger cargo area. The 2nd row is more than comfortable enough for everyday use. It's not as spacious as a large 5-seat SUV, but I think it's more than adequate. The real highlight is the zero-gravity seat and the power-adjustable armrest, which give the cabin a truly luxurious feel. That's one of the biggest advantages of a premium 6-seat SUV. Freelander is no longer just a single model. It's now an independent brand. More plug-in hybrid models and additional vehicles are already on the way. According to the roadmap, the brand plans to launch 6 models over the next 4 years. So if this 6-seat SUV isn't your style, don't worry. There will be plenty of other options coming soon. As for the specs, it features an 800V high-voltage architecture, a CATL battery, around 310 kilometers of pure electric range, and a 2-speed rear-wheel drive powertrain. It was also co-developed with Huawei, and comes equipped with Huawei's latest intelligent driving system. This system introduces a few upgrades compared with what we've seen before. The SUV is equipped with 30 sensors, the 896 LiDAR system, and Huawei ADS 5.0, promising extremely impressive environmental perception. It can even anticipate upcoming road conditions and automatically switch to the most appropriate driving mode. For example, if you're driving on a dirt road and soft sand lies ahead, the system should be able to recognize it and instantly select the right mode. Of course, that's based on the specifications and manufacturer claims. I'll need to test it in the real world before making any conclusions. You could say this is an off-road SUV with Huawei's technology deeply integrated throughout. It also features an intelligent center differential lock that optimizes torque distribution, improves efficiency, and boosts off-road capability. Up front, it uses a mechanical differential lock, while the rear can be equipped with an optional electronic limited-slip differential, or ELSD. With the ELSD installed, the drivetrain can deliver its power more effectively, improving both performance and vehicle control. It's especially beneficial off-road, where the ELSD distributes torque more intelligently for smoother and more confident progress over difficult terrain. On paper, this SUV looks extremely promising, but today we've only had a static preview. We'll evaluate its real-world performance in an upcoming test drive, and I'll share a much more detailed review then. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm E, and I'll see you in the next video.